Hey, good morning, Thursday, the 12th of May. Thanks for joining me. CPI number out of the US yesterday came in at 8.3%, a couple of tenths above the 8.1 expected, if I remember correctly. So bond yields through the roof, stocks through the floor, dollar up, of course. It didn't affect our gold and silver levels too badly. As you can see in silver, we did make a really good recovery up to my resistance level at around 22.00. So that worked really well. But the lows still held. The buy area still held. We had a low at 21. What was yesterday's low? 21.20. Anyway, we're back down to the buy level at 21.27 is the lower as I speak. So we're still holding on to that despite the big inflation number. So gold also, the low yesterday was 1831, just above 1831, actually 1832 more like it. Bang on the buy level. We bounced before the CPI number, retested the buy level, so you got a second chance to get in, and now we're up as high as 1858 this morning. So I'm very happy that the gold and silver buy levels are working. Stock markets. Now, I thought that we could build a recovery this week, and we were certainly starting to do that. As you can see in the Nasdaq, we got back up to 12,550, but the CPI number killed it. And I did warn you that that would happen if the CPI number came out strong. As I say, bond yields would go up, interest rate expectations would go up, and stocks would go through the floor. So it's quite clear that stock markets have broken support levels. Nasdaq, S&P has certainly broken very important longer term support levels. So, and I think I could even talk about a head and shoulders pattern being completed here, a slightly lopsided one, but I could argue that that is a head and shoulders pattern, which means we're talking about a crash here. If that is what I think it is, we are talking about, this is just the beginning of a move to the downside, just the beginning. US 30 as well. I could argue that this is certainly a big topping pattern. I could certainly argue it is a head and shoulders pattern. And if it is, we've literally just broken the neckline and we are talking about a crash, a big crash. So I don't want to be too dramatic, but I want to warn you that the downside could be enormous. Well, anyway, certainly we should head to the downside. I've got some sell levels on the spreadsheet today, on the trade ideas sheet, in case we bounce. But I don't see much hope for bulls now. I really do think this is going to collapse. And on that note, I did notify you, if you're reading the analysis, then you'll know that I've been a bear of crypto for a long time. But I did put it on the spreadsheet this week, even that a crash could be expected, even though we've already dropped so much in crypto that it looks like we're going to dump significantly. And already yesterday, I think 10-15% off in crypto. So if I've managed to either save you some money on a long or make you some money on a short, I'm happy that I may have done that, and it looks like these stock markets, as I say, are going to collapse. There's not much else to say. Dollar strength, that's the theme, although the euro seems to be holding up very nicely against the dollar. The dollar recovered against the Canadian dollar to test a strong resistance level, longer term moving average. We'll see if that holds. That's about it, really. Good luck if you're trading today, and join me again tomorrow on May the 13th.